I'm Alana, and about 2 weeks ago, my boyfriend passed away. His name was Leo, and he was my boyfriend for a year and 9 months. And for me, even if it sounds very cliche, he wasn't just my boyfriend. He was also my best friend. He would accompany me everywhere, and we were in the same classroom at the same school. We had known each other for about 5 years, but the truth is that he wasn't always interested in me, and I wasn't always interested in him. But being with him was one of my favorite things in life. Getting used to him being with me was so easy. We were such different people, but we had created an incredible connection that touched my soul. His love left a mark on my heart forever, and that's why today I'm grieving his passing and I'm in mourning. And I'm deciding to record my process because I don't know what to do.
ALNBEZMIR, or Alanis, a content creator who is opening a window into her process of grief. I want to start this video by making it clear that this is not a comedy video or a critique. This is a video of reflection and empathy. Honestly, I was inspired by the courage it takes to document something so intimate and painful. And I want to react to 5 of her TikToks, not to entertain, but to try and understand a little more about the complexity of grief.
One day, through my grief, when I wake up, my first thought is always my boyfriend. I think about his face, what happened, and that I'm not going to see him. When I get to school every day, I'm hit with an incredible anxiety. I literally feel like a lion is chasing me. Getting to school generally helps me distract myself, but his absence is always there. It's difficult to walk in places alone that I always went to with him. When I get home, it's super overwhelming. I always come back and feel bad. I know he's not here, but I feel like my brain and my body don't quite know it yet. I think I get through and survive one day at a time.
Watching this it's like a punch to the gut. To see the way she says it, so serene, but with so much pain in her eyes. I think for her, recording it is the only way to process it. It's her way of screaming to the world what she's feeling, even if it's in silence. The courage to do that, I don't know if I could.
This week, it's been 2 months since my boyfriend passed away, and I don't know, it occurred to me to share how grief is treating me, specifically these last few days. Well, clearly, I'm worse than when this whole situation started. Lately, I've been getting very desperate and for everything. Not for anything specific, but just like a feeling of desperation. Also, an incredible desperation of frustration because I obviously miss my boyfriend. I obviously want to see him, but I can't do anything. So it's a frustration and a helplessness that makes you say, what's happening? You can clearly see the change in my hair color. I don't know, I'm obviously going crazy. I've already stopped doing things I would have done before. For example, the first 2 weeks, I was still writing to him constantly in our WhatsApp chat. I've stopped doing it all the time now. It's just in the morning and at night to tell him things. I go to visit him at the cemetery every week since it happened. Obviously, I still talk about him. Obviously, I still have things of his. I'm writing a kind of journal so I don't forget anything, to talk about what we used to do together. I don't know, so that I can read it at some point later, and because it also helps in the moment to write it. But basically, in summary, I feel like I'm screwed. I do what I can with my free time because generally, all my free time was for my boyfriend. So I'm doing what I think of, doing what comes my way, looking for activities to do. Some nights I've dreamed of him, but I've never dreamed that he talks to me or gives me a super leveling message, which honestly is what I hope for at some point in my life. But I don't know, he's there in my dreams and I see him in the little clouds. I look up at the sky and say, that little cloud is my boyfriend. I know it. There are days when I feel good, I feel calm, Specifically, these last few days or not, it hasn't happened, but that's also because I'm not going to school anymore. The routine is starting to change because I'm graduating in exactly 1 week, so obviously not seeing his friends every day also has an impact. At this point, I realize that I also have to come to terms with what I lost, because I've already accepted it, but not. I mean, yes, I have, but no. I don't know, I really have to put on the table what I lost and what I also lost of myself, not just of him, but of me, like what I was like with him. I think that's also an important part that I have to do. I feel like I haven't reached the worst point, that from now on, things will get worse, like go downhill. But I'm getting there, which is progress. I'm not alone, which is also progress, and I have moments where I'm happy, which is progress, and things that genuinely excite me, which is also progress. And I have videos and photos that help. Every time I watch his videos and hear his comments, I laugh and remember him very well. So it's a journey that I have nothing planned for. I literally decide as things happen. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm still doing things for him, even though they're not really for him, but they are for me. The time will come when I stop doing them because all the love that I'm still giving to him has to return to me. But I can't do that yet. I still have to give love to him. The time will come when all the love can go to me, but not yet.
And that's where the pain becomes real for us, isn't it? When he stops being a news item and becomes a person. Leo, the way she talks about him, about how he was her best friend, about how their connection was something incredible. You can tell that their love was one of those things that changes you forever. Seeing her confused, not knowing what to do, I think that's the most human feeling that exists in grief. People assume that grief is just sadness, but it's not. It's a hurricane of emotions, anger, confusion, helplessness. It's a mess. And the people who attack her or judge her in the comments don't understand that this is her process, and there's no right way to live it.
The days that are hardest for me are Sundays. Every weekend, my boyfriend used to come to my house, but especially on Sundays, he was always with me. He was my chewing gum. I don't even remember how it happened, but one day he accompanied me everywhere, and we dreamed of museums, eating with my family. Honestly, it bothers me so much to be able to go out and not have anyone to talk about it with. Those are the days I miss him the most. Sometimes my pain is so what I feel that I do to myself. And although I'm making my best effort, the truth is that my little heart is suffering.
The loneliness. It's such a strange thing to be surrounded by people and feel like no one understands you, because no one can. It's a pain that only she can carry. And even though she's recording and sharing it, she feels alone in that process. It's a way to connect, but at the end of the day, it's a path she has to walk alone. It's very powerful. Watching this.
Introduce you to Leo. He was born on August 25th, 6th. He was 18, almost 19. He was the youngest of 3 brothers. He was a Virgo, which is shocking, and he was an extremely stubborn person. Well, the most stubborn person. He had black coffee-colored hair and was dark-skinned. He loved wearing sweatshirts. I loved that he had a hug. He liked hamburgers, but said he could eat one every day. He was a crazy fan of Coke. He didn't like fish, he detested it, and sushi, gross. I love it. His favorite color was black, white, beige, and pastel colors, a wide range. He liked to listen to salsa, but not dance it. He didn't dance at all. Every time he was going to eat something, he would smell it before eating it, which is super picky about food. I mean, too much. He had the nice habit of scratching his signature everywhere, and he liked graffiti a lot. He was always willing to help others, even though he would tell you you were being a pain. He would help you if you asked him. He wanted to study gastronomy, but was very good with names. He liked to draw, but not artistic drawings. I mean, he liked to draw things, to sketch, to see what came out. He said I forced him to go to museums, which is true. He would eat a lot. I mean, he enjoyed it so much, but he would eat super fast. I eat super slow. He liked messing around, honestly, and he liked to go out to party. Wherever the fun was, he was there. He was a fan of corridas tumbadas, of rap, and he adored Junior H. He was his biggest fan.
Seeing that despite everything, there's a faint light, a small hope. It takes brutal strength to keep going, to get up and say, this happened, and I have to live with it. She's not in total acceptance yet, but the fact that she's trying, it's a life lesson. I wanted to make this video because I believe that grief is a conversation we often avoid on social media. And what Alanis is doing is incredibly brave. It's not for us to judge her or criticize her. It's for us to accompany her, to, in silence, give her the respect and space she needs. If you or someone you know is going through grief, there is no right or wrong way to experience it. And if you have the courage to document it, like her, that's okay. Thank you, Alanis, for the lesson in honesty and strength.